If you do something dreadful to yourself, then you wouldn't do it again, would you? Say, for example, put your finger in a fire. It'll burn like hell, and it'll hurt, so you don't do it again. It's called life lessons, and Disney just haven't learned a thing, have they? Now, I was born in the late 70s, so I grew up on Star Wars, the original trilogy. The prequels, well, they're hit and miss, but, nothing to complain about really. But ever since Disney took over Star Wars from Lucasfilm and bought it from George Lucas, it's been literally downhill. Nothing they have done in the Star Wars universe or to contribute to that has been a success. It's all been woke political crap. Everything apart from Rogue One, I have to say. Now, argue with me all you like. I think Rogue One is a cracking Star Wars movie, but not just a Star Wars movie. I think it's a good war movie as well. But that's just my opinion. Now, I was a subscriber to Disney Plus, the app, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I was looking forward to what they were doing, and I would be looking forward to Obi-Wan, The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and others. But every time I'd feel let down, because they completely and utterly ruined the characters, and the storylines were just... they were woke, political nonsense. I mean, South Park were absolutely right when they did that episode mocking Disney and Kathleen Kennedy. And so we come to the next anticipated. It's always anticipation with the new Disney Star Wars movies until they come out, and then everyone's disappointed. But they've handed over their $67 billion Star Wars franchise to a Pakistani feminist activist. Now this woman is going to direct the new Star Wars movie, and it's coming out in 2026, I do believe. And in two recent press conferences she said, and I quote, "We are in 2024, it's about time we have a woman shape a story in a galaxy far, far away," unquote. Now the reason the sequels have done really badly, it's because feminism and in some ways misandry has been injected into the Star Wars stories. All the characters and the heroes, well the male ones especially, have been utterly destroyed. They turned Luke Skywalker's character of positivity and willing to sacrifice himself to turn his father Darth Vader from the dark side and to rescue his friends from Bespin in Empire Strikes Back. They've turned him into a hopeless loser who hates himself. I mean, that's not Luke Skywalker for me. Even Mark Hamill, he said so himself. And then there's Han Solo. I mean, Jesus. And what they did to Han Solo was just unforgivable. They turned him into a loser and all, and the rest is sad history. And as for this ridiculous feminist man-hater saying that it's time a woman shaped a story in Star Wars, well, women did shape the story in Star Wars. You got Princess Leia, one of the earliest female movie heroines, and she was my first crush as well when I was little. It was her and the blonde one from ABBA. Anyway. Then you've got Rey. I mean, okay, I know she was written in as a bit of a Mary Sue who could do everything better than any trained Jedi and any man. But the whole Star Wars Space War story happened because a deeply troubled young Jedi turned to the dark side because he was in love with a woman. So yeah, all those billions of lives lost in a galaxy far, far away, all because of a woman. But what this feminist activist, man-hating director said during a question and answer session should tell you everything really that Disney simply haven't learned. And she said, and I quote, "Her goal is to make men uncomfortable," unquote. Now imagine a male director saying the same thing about females. There would be massive uproar and Disney would sack him there and then. But no, because a woman can say this, it's double standards really. And again, South Park was absolutely right. Kathleen Kennedy has done nothing but harm to the Star Wars franchise, and she doesn't learn from her mistakes. The next film is going to flop big time. I hope it does, and I really hope it sinks Disney as well. Go woke, go broke. And that's that. I'm Paz49. Thanks for listening, and until the next time, Roger Trout.